We are 4 days away from our first leg Champions League semi-final game against AS Roma, and New Balance have launched Liverpool's new kit for the next season, that is home kit for 2018 and 2019 season, while Reds prepare to travel away to play West Bromwich Albion for their 35th Premier League game. So welcome to the podcast of the Anfield Red. I'm Miranik here, and let's talk about our newly launched kit for the next season and discuss about what should be our starting 11 against West Bromwich Albion, who are placed at number 20th spot in the league. So first, talking about our released home kit by New Balance, it doesn't look too much catchy, to be honest. I mean, who likes the shorts with collars, especially the jerseys? Maybe some people do like that, but in my opinion, that is not a catchy one, to be honest. And while Jordan, our captain, has said our kit isn't just something we wear to play, it's part of who we are as a team. We feel immensely proud when pulling on the LFC home shirt. It means more to us than you could even imagine. After all, Liverpool Football Club is like no other. I have no doubt that our fans will love the new kit and will wear it with pride when supporting us this coming season. It's all right. Those are passionate words from our captain. But to be honest, that's not really a great kit from New Balance. Yes, this season's kit looks pretty impressive, but this one, I don't think that's too impressive. More so when we have completed 125 years as a club, they should have launched something better, really. And sometimes I wonder whether we should part away from New Balance or and hire someone like Adidas, Nike, because those brands are needed. New Balance isn't a brand that is impressing us lately, or since they have to charge at of making the kits for Liverpool. So yeah, we need a better designer for our kits, and we need to part away from New Balance. Now, talking about our game, which is our 35th match against West Bromwich Albion, which will be a away game and early morning fixture, which will be around I think 12 around noon and or 11:30 game. So it's not a worry game before going into before going into the Champions League match, which will be played on the night of 24th, in the evening of 24th. So yeah, talking about this game, we are at right now we are at the third position in the league table, and we are 4 points behind second place Manchester United, who won their tie against Bournemouth yesterday, just a day back. They won it 2-0, and and coming into this game, Liverpool, who have won 20 games of their 34 played this season, will be facing uh, inspiring, or you can say full of confidence, West Bromwich Albion, who recently won their match against Manchester United. So that was a big win for, if you talk about the side who is lying on the bottom of the league table and are set to go out on relegation, because they have just four matches left, and they can't really get 10 points or 12 points from those games. So West Bromwich Albion is definitely going to get relegated. And even though they have won their match against United, they haven't been in a great form. They have just won. They have just won least number of games in the league, and they have lost the maximum number of games this season, which coincides with Stoke City, who have lost same number of games as West Bromwich Albion, and these two teams look like they will get relegated alongside Southampton, who may, you can say, who can avoid the relegation, but you never know. It's on the brink. Southampton is on the brink of, maybe they can make it or maybe they won't. So for that, we will have to see the remaining games. Now moving back to West Bromwich Albion, uh, they have in their past last 5 games they have won just one, drew one, and they have lost 3 games back to back before winning against United at Old Trafford and drawing against Swansea City. Talking about Liverpool, they have won 3 out of their last 5 played games, losing to United away at Old Trafford and then winning against Watford, Crystal Palace, drawing against Everton, and winning 3-0 against Bournemouth, which was our last game. So we are doing pretty all right in terms of winning the games, in terms of performance. Sorry, not winning the games. And as we add into the final 4 games of our this season, our target should be to win this match really well, and keep a clean sheet at least, because if you remember the last game we played against West Brom, we lost that and it was a FA Cup tie, though we didn't field the best 11 for that game, but we could have really played better and avoided the defeat in that game. So talking about our starting 11 prediction for this game, we will again start with Karius as a goalkeeper, and for our defender, I think Van Dijk will might play with Clavan, because there is no surety about the fitness of Real Lovren, though he was seen in the training today. And on left back and right back, I think Moreno might get a chance in this game because he hasn't played for so long, and he deserves maybe some game time. He deserves some game time on that position. Although Andy Robertson hasn't disappointed, but for squad rotation, it might happen that Moreno will get a start for this game. And for right back, definitely Trent Arnold will start, but maybe Klopp might give Nathaniel Klein a chance. But I will go with Arnold for this game. Talking about our midfield for central defensive position, I would say we have 3 choices, but Henderson will definitely play. He is our captain and he is fit. So Henderson will play on that position, and on other 2 positions in the midfield, I'm I'm really sure Chamberlain will start alongside Wijnaldum in the midfield, or James Milner will be on the bench. He won't. I don't think he will start. He will come as a substitute later on. And talking about our front three, that's really a simple choice. That would be Mane, Salah, and Firmino starting as our front three. So that would be our starting 11 for this game. What do you think? What should be? If you think we should play a different starting 11, you can let know in the comments below. And what are your predictions for our performance in this game? You can tell about it as well. I'm going for a 2-0 win against West Brom, which would be a reasonable win. And of course, I'm expecting Salah to score a goal, or maybe break the record of the most goals scored in a Premier League season. He's just one goal behind equaling the record of the most goals, that is 31 goals, which is shared by Ronaldo and Luis Suarez. Sorry, not Ronaldo, which is shared by Luis Suarez and Alan Shearer. So he can definitely do that. He holds 4 game in his hand, and he's just 2 goals to behind to break that record. And hopefully he can break this. If he breaks this record in this game, in our 35th game, that would be a cherry on the top of the cake, and he will take his tally for uh, goals scored in all the competitions for Liverpool this season to 42, which will make him 5 goals behind, equaling Ian Rush's record of 47 goals, and that would be incredible thing to for a player who comes in his first season in the Premier League. Uh, I mean, really, the first season in terms of playing a regular football. Uh, we all know he came to Chelsea, but He didn't get to play that much regular football your under Mourinho. So yes, that is a really impressive thing from Mohamed Salah. And if he breaks that record, then definitely he's a strong contender for winning the Ballon d'Or. But for that to happen, Liverpool needs to at least go into the finals of the Champions League. And if we win it, then definitely he will get it. So on that note, I conclude this podcast.